Hey everybody, Jesse Zumbro here from Zumbro Home Inspection. I'm just at a house here. I just want to go over real quick some issues I find with electrical in older homes. Whenever I'm doing a home inspection, a home's older, I would say mid 60s or older, especially, or mid 70s or older, especially into the 60s and older, and it has original electric. I always get a little suspicious when I see three-prong wiring, like a modern receptacle. On a modern receptacle with the three-prong, you're going to have your ground, which is your round. The small slot's actually your hot or your positive, and then the long slot's supposed to be your neutral. Older electrical systems only had two wire. There's just a hot and a neutral. Ground wire has been added in the past 40 years or so. So a lot of times someone will update the electrical outlets and it looks like it's great, but then if you test it, you'll see just the one center light lit up, and you see it says open ground. What that means is they added a three-prong outlet, but there's nothing hooked onto the ground inside there. What that means is if you plugged in like anything that's grounded, that means it has the grounding stud, like most of your appliances and stuff, and there was an overcurrent situation, it's not going to be protected. Also means GFCIs won't be protected. Also means surge protectors, if you plugged in there, it wouldn't be protected. Modern surge protectors will say there'll be a green light on them that says protecting. If you were to plug a modern surge protector in here, they're most likely the little green light wouldn't light up, or it'll be a little red light that says not protected. This condition can be potentially hazardous. Just using it as a plug's not necessarily hazardous, but if there was a condition where the ground was going to be used, it's going to go to nowhere. So that becomes hazardous. It's easier to see. You see, here's the older plug. Still, they left one old plug in this room, and this older plug is just standard two-prong. There's just a hot and a neutral, or positive and a neutral. Now, all the wiring in this house most likely is not going to have a neutral wire conductor. So the only way to make this safe or correct it technically would be, at the most expensive thing, would be to rewire the house with modern 3-wire Romex, or with a neutral, or I'm sorry, with a ground in the wiring. That would be a total rewire. Another option would be, if it's original work, you don't have to update the electrical system, but you could. They do sell modern two-prong, just replacements just so they're modern, but it's still not going to have a ground, and most modern stuff won't plug into it. Another option, you could add GFCI protection to the circuit, whether as a receptacle, just like in a bathroom or kitchen, or as a GFCI breaker, but then you'd have to label every outlet cover that says GFCI no ground. There's a big sticker that goes on it. That's the only ways to make it technically safe. But just running a modern three-prong into an old 2-wire system, it's not effective. Thank you.